Welcome to day 5 of the Hero Podcast with me, Suppoman, your superhero podcaster. In this episode, we are going to talk about the best way to make sales. And I'm going to talk completely through my experience. So if you like what you hear, please do leave me a like or a positive face on Facebook, or leave me a dislike if you don't agree or if you dislike what I say, or an angry face on Facebook. So, what is the best way to make sales? I get asked this question a lot because a lot of my courses are about selling via Facebook and marketing your online products with Facebook. I also got a course on marketing with YouTube. I've also got another course on marketing with Google AdWords. So it's obviously a burning question for a lot of my student community. Now, as a Udemy instructor, I get invited to the Udemy Studio. And the Udemy Studio is a Facebook group that's a community of all of the online instructors on Udemy. Whether or not you've actually put a course on, if you have signed up to become an online instructor on Udemy, then you get invited to Studio, now rebranded Studio U. So, a question that a lot of online course instructors ask is, how do I get more sales? So here's one, actually, that's just been put, well, it's 5 hours ago. My sales have dried up in the last 4 weeks through organic and coupons. Any ideas? Okay, so this is typical of the questions that come up on the Udemy Studio. How do I sell more? That question follows me about a lot. So I am going to talk about building up sales for my Udemy courses because a year ago I started on Udemy from scratch. No following at all. All I had done before is worked as a professional. I did a bit of marketing. I also did work in the apps community. But I had never done anything regarding teaching. Nobody knew me for being a teacher. And so as a result, when I came to Udemy, I had 0 in my community. A 0 number for my fan base. Now, if we have a look at where I stand today, I've now got 107,000 students, where last year I had 0. I've got 25 courses. So you can see that I have worked quite hard in the space of a year, whereas a lot of instructors probably have, 2 or 3 courses that they've made in the year. And a lot of my courses are longish courses. My recent Facebook course is 8 hours long. This YouTube course is 8 hours long. This one's 9 hours long. And then my Facebook course, which is on the next page, this course is 11 hours long. Okay, so I have got a good basis to sell my products. So how do I get the sales? I have found that the best method by which I get sales is by giving my products away for free. You heard it. That has been the most magical formula to making sales on Udemy. Now that sounds completely counterintuitive. How can giving my product away for free actually lead to sales? Well, this 107,000 students, most of them, in fact, I would probably say that 92% of all of my students have gotten my courses for free. Now, that's an enormous amount, and you're probably saying, why would you do that? Well, I'm going to tell you why. The main reason that anybody makes sales is because of trust and likability. Now, there's also the marketing element. Now, Sales and Marketing 101 says that if you've got the right product, delivered to the right people, at the right price, at the right time, you get a sale, right? So, if you manage to get all of those rights correct, you should get a sale. Now, what about if you can't necessarily find the right people? How can you operate on an assumption that you never know when somebody's going to need your product? Okay, so it's quite tough to get that aspect of sales and marketing right if you are trying to build a business where you have to get sales every day. Because ultimately, when it comes to the end of the month and you need to pay all your bills, you need to have money in the bank. So having a course or having a digital product that only gets bought in the right time by the right person doesn't necessarily sound like the best, proposition. Therefore, you give away your products and you get people to like you and trust you. That means that they will buy your products irrespective of a need. Okay, so they may buy your products because they just like to hear your voice, they like how you present things, they like to learn something new from you. And that's where giving courses away for free is extremely magical. Now, I am going to give you a sneak peek into my instructor dashboard. No one gets to see this, okay? But I'm going to show you inside my instructor dashboard. Now, this course I released less than a week ago, okay? I released it less than a week ago. Now, I've got tons and tons of students that have bought my Facebook courses, okay? Yet, when I created this new Facebook course, which is 8 hours long, and I sent it out to my students, I got a high uptake. I got 50 students just like that. And the reason why is because they know what I'm talking about. They trust me and they like me. And so therefore, they want to see what I've got to say in this course. Even though they've already got my complete Facebook ads course, they want to hear what I've got to say in this new course. So they take it. So I don't necessarily have to rely on people being in the right place needing my product anymore. All I need to rely on is the people that like me and trusting me, seeing my course available for them to buy at a great price. And therefore, I got nearly $400 purely on the back of one email, which didn't even go out to all of my students. It just went out to a section of my entire student population. Okay, so having trust and likability comes from people knowing what you do, comes from you giving value to people and them understanding if they can trust you and understanding if you're the right teacher or right salesperson or the right entrepreneur for them. Now, I meet a certain need. Facebook ads, Google AdWords, YouTube ads, basically how to sell products online using the top social networks. Okay, that's my area of expertise. And there are tons of people that operate in this space. There's Kim Gast, there's Mike Dillard, there's John Loomer, there's Russell Brunson, there's Amy Porterfield. There's tons, there's loads. You'll probably see them all the time on Facebook ads. So I need to compete with that. How do I compete with that? The way I compete is by people trusting me over them. Okay, so I need to provide a product which is high quality enough for them to get value from it, but I give it to them for free so that they understand what it is I offer. Now, this podcast is free. I'm not charging anybody to listen to my podcasts. Anybody can listen to it and hear the value of what I've got to say, if they take any value away. And they can understand if they like me or trust me or neither. And if they do like me and do trust me, then the sales will come. Do you see what I mean? So, by giving immediate value and trying to get trust and likability gives you the ability to make sales. And as I've said, these are the exact techniques that I have used to build my Udemy business to nearly $23,000. I put enough out for free so people can learn whether I am the right instructor for them. Now, this is in my niche. This is in online education. But this can be used in so many other niches, okay, where you give your products out for free and people decide if they like it and if you are the right person for them or if your products are the right fit for their needs. And if there is that established link between their needs and your product, then you have got sales potentially for the rest of your professional career. Okay, as long as you keep on bringing out products, obviously. So, giving your products out for free, I have found to be immensely powerful. And I'm doing this everywhere. Like I said, I do this on Udemy. I do this on YouTube. On YouTube, I give a lot away for free. I give, a lot of my lectures away. And of course, I put my podcasts on here so people get that value too. On Facebook, I have put my Facebook ads tutorial on here, arguably one of the greatest lessons in Facebook advertising and marketing. And so many people have loved this video, and it was completely for free. I have put a link in there that if you want to learn from 11 hours of tuition from me, that you can pay for it. But if you don't want to, that's all right. I will still love you. Okay, so this is the way I operate. I provide value for free. Now you're probably thinking, this is completely counterintuitive. How am I going to make money from delivering value for free? Tons of people do this, okay? Kim Garst, let me give you an example. Kim Garst is a leading Facebook ads expert, okay? Arguably, she's as good as me. But what happens is that she doesn't give her courses away. I mean, those are her bread and butter. If she gave it away, everybody would find out, and she'd lose $400 a sale. That's how much she charges for her products. But what she does is she does webinars, free webinars. Normally they last between an hour to 2 hours, and she gives a full webinar on something. She teaches you Instagram or Facebook ads or Twitter or Periscope or Snapchat or one of them, okay? And she gives a free tutorial how you can convert customers using one of these social networks. And that's how they all come flooding in. Now, she delivers a high value product, $300, $400, sometimes even up to $1,000 for one of her products. Okay. Now, how on earth does she get one sale? Simple. She puts a lot of free content out through her Facebook page and through her YouTube and through Twitter, and she spreads out free and valuable content so that people bite. They see they trust her, they see they like her, and so then they buy a $400 product because they like her and they trust her. Some people buy because they just like to hear her. They don't necessarily buy because they've got a need, okay? They could probably find out a lot of the information that's given by Kim Garst for free on YouTube. They could probably find out for $10 from me in one of Udemy's sales. But they go to her because they trust her and they like her because of the valuable content. If me and Kim Garst were essentially fighting each other for sales of Facebook ads products, okay, and she didn't do any free content and I did, I would be making the sales. Because nobody would hear about her, nobody would know what she does, because you'd have to pay $400 to see what she's about. And there's every likelihood you could spend $400 and realise that you hate her and that you don't trust her, okay? So I would win all the sales. So for Kim Garst to compete with me, she needs to offer free and valuable information so that people trust her and like her and therefore do buy her products. Now, me and Kim are two completely different types of people. I'm English and male, she's American and female. Okay, some people may love her, some people love me, It all depends on personal taste. But if she gets out there and delivers free and valuable content to the masses, then she is going to capture a lot of the people that like and love her and trust her. And then she can sell to those people. Likewise, with me going free on Udemy, free on YouTube, free on Facebook, I am capturing the people that may like me. Hence why I put a Facebook ad on a video like this so that I get an enormous amount of reach. 32,000 people are seeing my stream, and I can detect who are the people that like it and interact with it and sell only to them. Okay, so by giving products away for free, it allows me to cast an enormous net onto all of these people and then drag in the interested ones. Okay, I drag them in and then they are in my clan and they trust me and they like me. On Udemy, a lot of the people that make up, my monthly figures are people that just trust me and like listening to me. And I absolutely adore them and adore providing a service that they love. Another thing that makes me comfortable with giving my products away for free is the position I'm operating from. My vision is to help people. It's not to make people just pay and have the pleasure of learning from me. I love helping people. I love helping as many people as possible. Okay, that is why I make a lot of my content free, because I love helping people. And that position of wanting to offer the best service is what allows me to keep my customers. Because what I want, my intentions are to give the best service to people. My intention is to answer every single question I get on Udemy. And I get tons of questions on a day-to-day basis, tons of them. And I answer all of them, whether they're a free customer or whether they're a paid customer. I will answer as many questions as possible because they are a customer. I don't see it as free and paid customers. I see it as one family, my customers. Now, some will pay for a course, some won't. If some came in via a free option, they probably will never pay for one of my courses. And I'm fine with that. I still love them. And then there are the ones who do pay for my courses, and I love them too. But everybody is a customer to me, and I love the fact that I am able to get people to come to me as a result of hearing free information and deciding for themselves if they like me and trust me and want me as their instructor. Okay, so the best way I have found to make sales is through giving my products away for free and getting people to trust and like me. Okay, trust and likability goes such a long way to making sales. It goes a long way to making sales with Facebook ads and on YouTube. If you are a likable person that people trust and you put an ad on that video so that it reaches tons and tons of people and you get tons and tons of people recognizing that they like you and that they trust you, then they'll buy your products. Okay? But you have to give the information away for free. You have to give something for free that's valuable and tangible and something that allows them to understand whether they trust and like you. I see a lot of people, and, I'm not going to name names, but I see a lot of people who put ads on promotional videos, okay? Now, promotional videos are giving little snippets of what you'll get from the product, okay? But it's not actually giving a lot of value, because that's saved for the actual product itself, okay? But that's the wrong way to do it. Giving little teasers that actually don't give any valuable information won't allow people to trust you and like you, because they won't see that you have any credibility. So you've got to give a full tutorial on something that's valuable, that they can action then and there without having to give you any money. And it's up to them then to then buy from you if they want to learn more. That, in my opinion, is the best sales process. And a lot of companies don't do it, because a lot of companies, they have sales teams, hundreds of salespeople, they get on the phones, features, benefits, values, and if they get rejected, put the phone down, next call, next call, next call, next call. And eventually they'll get a sale, okay? But in the world of entrepreneurs, where we don't have big sales teams to do our work for us, we've got to use something like Facebook ads or YouTube ads to get the reach out there. And our sales call is our free information. So if we have a great sales call that shows the value, that allows people to trust us and like us, that's the best sales call you can make. So the best way to make sales is by giving products for free, products that are valuable, products that make that sales call for you, that ultimately turn into sales down the line. These people will buy your products for the future. Okay? So I hope that has inspired you in some way to actually offer some content away for free, whatever your niche is. Now, if you sell t-shirts or online jewelry with Shopify, okay, that may not be so easy to do. However, it is easy in some respects if you make the product free, but then charge for the shipping. That, in essence, is offering something for free, but that's a different subject. But if you can offer your product for free, do. It's the best sales tool that you have, and in my opinion, the best way to make sales. And being one of the heroes listening to my podcast, you now know that. So I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I will see you in day 6 of the Hero podcast. Thank you for being with me, and I hope you have a great day today.